Efforts to maximize the potentials of the vast arable lands in Nigeria by the National Agricultural Land Development Authority (NALDA) by partnering with relevant organizations to cultivate more food for the citizenry has received a boost with the provision of 183 hectares of land for commercial cultivation by the University of Health Sciences and Food Nutrition in Azare local government area of Bauchi State, northeast Nigeria. The Vice-Chancellor of the university, Professor Bala Mohammed Audu, while conducting the team of NALDA officials led by the agency's Executive Secretary, Prince Paul Ikonne, on a tour of the land, stated that the institution has the intention of going into full-scale agro-production and processing that will be nutritionally fortified for both local consumption and export. Explaining the modalities of the partnership between NALDA and the university, Professor Audu said the hectares of land around the institution will be used for the cultivation of the needed raw materials for processing, while NALDA will provide all necessary support in the form of land clearing, land preparation, and technical assistance.
One of the things we're trying to do is to go into agropreneurship with the intention of producing local produce, both for local consumption as well as for export, that have nutritionally fortified value. We have virgin land of 100 hectares along the Potiskum Road, which we have shown you already, and then we have this 83 hectares of also cultivatable land, which we intend to use in partnership with NALDA for the production of some of the raw materials that can be used for some of these produce, so that we're able to export not just the raw materials as they are, but in the form of having some added value before export.
The Vice-Chancellor further noted that research works on different products and how to enhance their nutritional values are currently being carried out by the Department of Nutrition and Dietetics of the institution. Professor Audu listed some of the produce for cultivation as hibiscus, sesame seeds, soya beans, locust beans, and cassava, as the area is largely a cassava producing area. The decision by the school to partner with NALDA on the project, according to Professor Audu, is necessitated by the proven technical know-how and funding capabilities of the agency.
We want to partner with NALDA in the sense that NALDA has both the know-how, the technology, as well as the funding to be able to add value to the land in order that the produce we are producing meet international standards that will be acceptable for export to Europe, America, and so on. So we're not just targeting the Nigerian market, we're targeting the international market because we have to meet minimum standards for these exports.
Responding, the Executive Secretary of NALDA, Prince Paul Ikonne, commended the move by the institution to partner with NALDA, describing it as a step in the right direction. Prince Ikonne stated that the partnership with the University of Health Sciences and Food Nutrition in Azare, Bauchi State is a follow-up to an earlier letter the agency had written to the Federal Minister of Education requesting for partnership with universities and other tertiary institutions across the country to make their vast acres of land that are not being utilized available for agricultural development. The NALDA boss also disclosed that President Muhammadu Buhari has ensured that the agency gets all necessary funding supports in order to deploy equipment to the institution and other places that they are needed.
Mr. President has made available funding for NALDA to procure equipment, which we have done. And this equipment now will be deployed to this farm and in other locations where we have gotten land. So I strongly believe that with this kind of partnership, NALDA will be able to meet up with the mandate, which is achieving food security and development. And this is the commitment of President Muhammadu Buhari, to use agriculture to reach out to the communities and create employment, develop the rural areas, and achieve food security. I want to commend the Vice Chancellor and the institution for their quick response towards this partnership, and to assure you that we are starting the land preparation immediately, as we have all the equipment. We have also procured area spraying aircraft, so we don't lack in any equipment, both for land preparation, crop production, and harvesting.
Prince Ikonni stressed that the outcome and gains from the partnership with the University of Health Sciences and Food Nutrition in Azari would ultimately spur other institutions in the country to also leverage on such opportunities to utilize their unused vast lands for their benefits and that of the country in general. Chris Nwokolo reporting for Enyimba TV.